What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the video. This is John with Phoenix Business Academy, phoenixbusinessacademy.net. And, oh man, what a way to start off a video. Okay. Wanted to come at you with my final piece on how to make more sales now. These are simple steps. This would be the fourth of the series of doing small things that can have big impact over your sales career. The first one was do more work, more output, right? Just do more. If your numbers and percentages stay the same, the only way to make more sales is to do more work. So if you're closing 10% of everything that you call on, and you're calling 60 people a day, call 100 people a day, call 120 people a day, whatever it is. And wherever you are, whatever your activity is, you can schedule time to do more. It's just a fact. So that was number one. Number two was ask for the sale. So many salespeople just forget to ask for the business. They crush a presentation, and then they're just afraid to ask for it, or they don't ask directly. They ask for a trial, or they ask what the next step is. Ask for the business. Customer will tell you what the next step is. If you ask for the business and they're not ready to buy, they'll tell you. So ask. Great, if we do this, and this, can I earn your business today? And then they're going to tell you, well, no, we have to evaluate it. It has to go to our board. It has to do this. I want to think about it. Now you're in a position to know what your next step is. And if you can get past that next step in the meeting, then you have the right to ask for that business. The third piece was confidence, building your confidence. And ways to do that are to be an expert in your product, be an expert in your competitor's product, standing up when you pitch. And so today's piece is going to talk about, one, the power of positive thinking and visualization. And two, and the second part to that would be persistence. So just like anything else in life, if you go into it with a positive mindset, the chances of you having a positive experience go up exponentially, because your mood is in the right space, in the right part. You have a better mood, you have a better outlook, and mentally you're in the right headspace to maintain a positive outlook on what's happening. And why is that important? Well, that's important because if you go into something with a negative attitude, the odds that you're going to perform at your best are very low. Nobody goes into, here's a great example. A baseball player doesn't go into a baseball game, or a professional athlete doesn't go into a game with a negative attitude thinking they're going to lose, regardless of the chances that they have to win or lose. They go in, at least the good ones do, they go in with the headspace and mentality that they are going to perform their best. They're going to hit 5 home runs in the game. They're going to contribute defensively to make sure that their team wins. Now, if they went into each game with a negative mindset that said, well, I'm probably going to strike out 3 times and I'm going to lose, how well do you think they're going to perform? Probably not well, which is why sometimes you hear players in slumps say, I had to get out of my own head. I had to get out of being negative. That's really what the end of the result is are you preparing your mind for the best possible outcome? And that's what you need to focus on, preparing your mind for the best possible outcome. So power of positive thinking, be positive. There's a book called Power of Positive Thinking, so certainly feel free to pick that up. I can link it down below. Not affiliated with that company or that author, but I have read the book, and there are several others like it, but the whole idea is to go into every single day knowing you're going to crush it, because honestly, what do you have to lose? If you go in thinking you're going to fail, you're probably going to fail. But if you go in thinking you're going to crush it, maybe you won't hit a home run, but a couple of singles is really all it takes sometimes. So you want to focus on maintaining a positive outlook, what's going to happen for the day. And then the other part of this is persistence. Guys and ladies, it is so important to be persistent, not give up. Stay at it, practice your fundamentals, and put in the work. That's kind of the same as doing more work, but put in the work, right? Just be persistent. Follow up when you say you're going to follow up. So many salespeople leave deals on the table because they didn't follow up when they said they were going to follow up. And that is so important, to be persistent. I've won more deals because I was persistent than I can count. So be persistent. And here's a great example, and I'll link the book because it escapes me right now, but one of the best ways to not feel like you're bugging up a customer when you're trying to be persistent is the phrase, "Excuse my persistence, I was hoping to follow up with X, Y, and Z." You will kind of have like a little psychology break or pattern interruption, as they call it, because the client or the prospect's not expecting you to apologize for doing your job. And so this pattern interruption takes them off guard, where they can kind of let their guard down a little bit and give you the next step or respond back to you in a way that's going to tell you what you should do next. And I have a client down in South Jersey for, it's a rather large delivery company with over 200 vehicles. And it took a few months to close the deal, but every time I followed up when I said I was going to follow up with the customer, and they either blew me off or they put me on hold or the back burner or something like that, I always followed up with, "Excuse my persistence," and it softened the approach, and it really gave me positive results. So I would recommend that to you. I'll link that book down below as well. And then I think I want to throw a bonus tip in here. Bonus tip in here is, you hear a common phrase, "Practice makes perfect," but Harvey Mackay, who's an American businessman and entrepreneur, has a better saying: "Perfect practice makes perfect." What does that mean? If you're a baseball player, practice makes perfect. But if you go to the batting cage and you have a hitch in your swing, and you don't know you have a hitch in your swing, you're going to practice with a hitch in your swing, and that's not perfect. That's just practicing with a defect in your approach. And the reason I bring that up is because it's so important to have a coach and a mentor and somebody that can evaluate you objectively and kind of give you some feedback and pointers, and maybe tell you, don't say this, or next time try this. So it's so important. So that's the whole purpose of this channel, was to launch a coaching service. And so if you go to phoenixbusinessacademy.net, you can find all my coaching packages. You can reach out, let me know what you think, if you're looking for something, or if you know somebody that's looking for coaching or personal development. So those are the tips today. I'll link everything down below so you guys can take a look at it for yourself. But that's it. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll check you out on the next one. Thanks.